Hello guys, welcome to another video. On this one we'll be talking about the game week 19 review and transfer thoughts about game week 20. But quickly, let's take a look at how game week 19 is looking like. Yeah, of course we have Trippier, Mr. Bonus Point Magnet, delivering 8 points with 2 bonus points and a clean sheet. Yeah, sure stole the match, as in the kind of form Shaw has revitalized, as in can't even imagine. It was a heartbreaker for Dunk to lose his clean sheet at the time minute when Iwobi got that penalty and Gray converting.
In our midfield, Salah blanked again. We'll talk about Salah in a minute.
Rashford has found his current boots of previous seasons. So we are looking at moving Salah out, but that will be in our transfer thoughts. Martinelli still tried well, did very well. We're not thinking of removing him from the team. And of course, Haaland has not played at the time of recording this video, so hopefully he drops at least 2 goals because Chelsea defense is not looking promising at all. Then as for Kepa is still yet to play Man City at home and Fulham at away. I'll not be counting on Kepa's clean sheet. I'll just be counting on his save points. So hopefully he makes a lot of saves and gets some bonus points and that. Mr. Reliable Mr. Reliable came up with 2 goals and an assist, and with maximum bonus points of 3, giving us 16 points. And Mitrovic, in my previous video I talked about why I should not captain Mitrovic, because he was one booking away from suspension and he eventually got booked, so that means he will not be playing against Chelsea at home. So all the responsibility should fall on Andreas, which I'll be counting on to return against Chelsea. That means if Andreas returns, that means Kepa will not be keeping a clean sheet. If Andreas should blank, that means I'll probably want Fulham not to score. I'll probably want Fulham not to score and Kepa to keep a clean sheet. So it will be a win-win situation for me. Then obviously Haaland is here to play. So we have 60 points. And game week rank of 705k worldwide. And we did that. We saw a huge bounce, a huge green arrow up to 248 with still my captain to play, Andreas to play, and Kepa to play. And my cup opponent, I don't know if I'm going to win him or not. Let's take a look at his team overall cup. Yeah, we are tied on both points. Let me open up his team. Yes, he still has Cucurella. Ouch. He has Cucurella and De Bruyne. Wow. And we both captain the same player, Haaland. So Haaland's probably be basically useless now. And Mitrovic is not playing. He captained Haaland. That means I captain Haaland also. That means those points cancel each other. Then it will now be my Kepa versus his Cucurella and his De Bruyne versus Andreas. Comment down below who you think that will win, and I'll still keep you updated on who won on my next video. That will be my team selection video. So this is my team, and before shooting this video, Kepa has not played, Haaland has not played, and hopefully they will not have any injury ahead of game week 20. So for game week 20, this is how my team is looking like. I'll be starting Danny Ward, and Kepa will go to the bench because I think Crystal Palace will try and score in that game. Crystal Palace has always had this record of scoring Chelsea. So I'll start Danny Ward, and I hope that he keeps a clean sheet. Trippier of course starts. Shaw, I don't care who Shaw is playing. Shaw starts in my team. His form is just remarkable. So, and about Kyle Walker, I don't know the situation with Kyle Walker, honestly. Had it been I had a luxury transfer, I'll just take him out and bring in, or I will even double up on Newcastle defense. I'm thinking of that with both man on my mind, because Newcastle defense is looking so unbreakable. That the defense is so solid. I think it's one of the most solid defense in EPL this new year. I'll be looking for a Salah replacement in my transfer thoughts. Then Trossard too, I'll be looking for a replacement. I don't even mind taking a hit, but I don't know the situation with Trossard, as in he did not start the last match, so I'm a little bit worried. But let's not forget, in the reverse fixture he got a hat-trick against Liverpool. Yes, I'm right, returning about 20 points. So going ahead, my captain Abba will remain with Haaland, that is doubling with Man U at away and Tottenham at home. So I'm thinking that he should score in both fixtures. You can make a case of triple captain Haaland, but I think there will be better fixtures where you use your triple captain cheap. So Mitrovic starts. Mitrovic might blank because he's playing against Newcastle that is unbreakable. And Kane is reliable. Kane is not leaving my team for anything, any reason. In fact, I'm going to tag him Mr. Set and Forget. For set and forget in my team now currently is Haaland, Harry Kane, who else? Martinelli. These 3 players, I'm not considering removing them to the end of the season, no matter what, unless they are injured for a long period of time. So on my bench, I have Andreas as my first bench, and Dunk on my second bench, and Nico Williams on my third bench, and of course I'll be starting Danny Ward ahead of Kepa. So let's look at my transfer thoughts ahead of game week 20. Of course, we know that there will be a double, so our priority should be Tottenham players and Man City players. So on the I'll be looking to sell Mohamed Salah. So I'll just remove Mohamed Salah and Trossard. I've lost a lot of money on Trossard. I've lost about 0.3 million on Trossard. So sorry, 0.3, yeah, I'm right, 0.3 million on Trossard due to price drop. So I'll be looking to remove him from my team. That will mean that I will be taking a -4 points hit. So if I get news that Trossard will be starting, I will leave him. I will leave him and remove him in next game week 21 when I'll be bringing in Amaron or Odegaard, Arsenal's Odegaard. So moving forward, let me select replacements. So the player on my mind of replacing Salah with is Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne, of course, is doubling against Man U and Tottenham in game week 20. So I'll bring him on. But before I save the transfers, I'll make sure that they play the game against Chelsea. So I'll make sure that he doesn't pick up any injury. So after bringing in De Bruyne, we have 8.3 million left in the bank. So I'll select replacements. So I'm looking at considering bringing Amaron, or if I bring in Amaron, he's playing Fulham at home and I think he will return in that game, and he's playing Crystal Palace at away in game week 21. Then my two top candidates for his replacement is Odegaard or Amaron. Odegaard definitely I want from game week 22, game week 23. They have a double in game week 23, so Odegaard is definitely on my mind for game week 22. That means if I'm bringing Amaron in game week 20, that means I'll be taking him out in game week 22 for Odegaard. So I don't know. For now, I'll just wait till the game week finishes, then I'll decide. But I'm relying mostly on Amaron. So because Odegaard is playing a more difficult. Odegaard is playing a more difficult team in game week 20 and game week 21. I'm sure he will return, but I think Amaron will outscore him in game week 20 and game week 21. So I'll be bringing in Amaron, then with the mindset of removing him for Odegaard in game week 22. For my attack line, and my attack line stays as it is, but if I get confirmation that Trossard will start, I'll kick against this taking hit I'm going to be taking, because I'm still in the cup competition and I don't want to exit for now. So let's look at the most transferred in and transferred out players for game week 21 and have our thoughts whether they are good transfers or not. Yes. At the time of shooting this video, Rashford has been brought in by 129,000 managers, and which I think is a good transfer. Mitrovic has been brought in by 112,000 managers. Still a good transfer. Odegaard is a good transfer in. Shaw is a good transfer in. Harry Kane, I don't want many people to bring in Harry Kane, because Harry Kane has been my differential. Harry Kane has been my differential all season. As in, I brought him in around game week 15, I think. So he has been giving me a lot of green arrows. He was Harry Kane has gone under the boost, has been underrated, I think, because of Haaland's performance, and his price tag is still very high. So many people are overlooking Harry Kane, but Harry Kane has scored 15 goals this season. If there was no Haaland, I think he will be highest goal scorer. He will definitely win the Golden Boot. But Haaland is on a beast level, so nobody is looking at Harry Kane. But I think that if you can get Harry Kane, just bring him in and forget about it, because no matter the fixtures, he's fixture proof, and again he's doubling in game with 20. And again, I don't understand why managers still don't consider bringing Harry Kane. To me, Harry Kane is a necessity, it's an essential. So that's Darwin Núñez, I will not even bring him into my team for 0 million. I will not even consider bringing him in, because he's too wasteful for my liking. Though he gets the chances, but he's too wasteful for my liking. And again, Liverpool have signed Gakpo, which I think will be starting ahead of him if Luis Diaz is out for 3 months. So Darwin Núñez will still be starting, but I don't think I'll bring him into my team. Hopefully Firmino starts so that he will sit up. Firmino gets back so that he will sit up. So going to the next one, Mbeumo. I don't know why are people bringing in Mbeumo. He has good fixtures ahead, and Mbeumo is a good transfer too. He has good fixtures. He plays Bournemouth, he plays Leeds, and he plays Southampton. Very good fixtures, and all the goal scoring responsibility will fall on him, with Ivan Toney still injured. So I think bringing in Mbeumo is a good transfer. Will I say it's better than Mitrovic? No. Mitrovic is on penalties, so let me check. Mitrovic has Chelsea, Newcastle, and Tottenham. Wow. So these features are okay. These features are hard features. He plays Newcastle at away, and Tottenham at home, and Chelsea at away. Very difficult features. You can make a case of removing Mitrovic. If I have a luxury transfer, I will make that move myself, because Mitrovic has difficult features. But the only positive is that he's on penalties, and he's Fulham's focal point in that attack. So I think I'll consider bringing Mbeumo maybe in game week 21, where he plays Leeds at away, and Leeds, their defense is not that solid. Struggling Southampton too is also a good fixture. Then Pope is a good transfer. I'm also considering doubling up on Newcastle defense, but it will be both man that I'll consider. My goalkeeper will remain with Kepa, because he makes a lot of saves, which gets him on bonus point when they keep a clean sheet. For Bukayo Saka is also good, but I think I'll prefer Odegaard, but because of the price, Saka is 8.1, Odegaard is 6.6. So I'll try and I'll consider bringing in Odegaard, though Saka is on penalty on penalties. So if you have the funds, you can go for Saka. Saka is a good transfer. Yeah, Arsenal is doubling on in game week 23. Amaran is a good transfer. Share. Well, Share is also a good transfer. Ben, I don't think Ben is a good transfer. Why are people bringing in Tony? Tony is still injured, so I think that's a bad transfer. So let's look at transfer out of game 2020. Yeah, if Trossard draw, if I get okay on our FPL statistics on this site, you get to check players that are due to drop. So let me check if Trossard will drop. If I confirm that Trossard will be dropping a point, that means I'll be definitely transferring him out, because I'm not ready to lose another dime on Trossard. So let me just try that Trossard. Wow, Trossard is already on minus 51. That means he might still drop, but I'll monitor Trossard in this site. Once a player gets up to 100, the probability is very high that he will get a drop. So Trossard might still drop again. If Trossard is confirmed to drop, then I'll take him out. I'll definitely take him out. I'll take him out for Amaran. That means I'll be taking a hit. Okay, Odegaard is even about to rise in price, so maybe before Friday he will be 6.7. So on this site, the site is called fpstatistics.co.uk. I will leave the link on my description. You can use it to monitor price rises and price drops. If you go to last here, you see players that are due to drop. If you go to first, you see players that are also due to rise. So back on FPS channel, FPL group. Okay, selling Salah is also a good move. Darwin Núñez is definitely a good move. I will not consider, if Darwin Núñez was 4.5 million, I will still not bring him into my team. Yeah, selling Jesus is also a good transfer. Van Dijk, I don't know how bad Van Dijk's injuries is, but I don't know why FPL have not flagged him. But he did not finish the match against Brentford. He picked up an injury there. So according to Liverpool, they say that they are still waiting for reports from the medical team, but that the injury is looking so bad. So I think it's a good transfer out. Cancelo definitely is a good transfer ish. I don't really know, but I don't think, in fact, it's a very good transfer. Taking Cancelo out, because this season big at the back is not working this season. So I think that you should just remove him. Get a budget midfielder that will allow you to spend in your attack or in your midfield. Selling Mitrovic. People that are selling Mitrovic, I think it's also a good idea, because Mitrovic has finished his double. Of course, he's not even doubling. He picked up in a booking. That means he'll be missing the Chelsea match. So I think if you can remove Mitrovic, that will still be a good transfer to bring in Mbeumo. Alisson, yeah. As I can't remember the last time Liverpool kept a clean sheet. So if removing Alisson is also a good transfer. Removing Andreas is definitely a bad transfer. Removing Andreas is definitely a bad transfer. It's definitely a bad transfer, unless you want the spot for somebody higher. But I think getting Andreas helps you spend elsewhere and spread your funds. And again, he gets, anytime he starts on my team, he's always returning. So I don't think removing him is a good transfer. Definitely a bad transfer. Zaha, removing Zaha. Zaha has lost his form currently, as in can't remember the last time. The last time he scored was in game week 15. So I think removing him. Let me check his fixtures, and his fixture is not looking that good. Crystal Palace is playing Chelsea at away in game week 20. Newcastle that will score them. Man U will score them. So I don't think, unless he proves us wrong, I think it's a good transfer removing him. Foden, with Arsenal 8 points clear, I think Pep Guardiola will stop playing around with Foden. He should start starting games. So I think if you have Foden, just hold on a bit against Chelsea's match and see how it goes, because Foden is doubling in game week 20, where they play Man U at away and Tottenham at home. Very hard fixtures. That means Pep will be relying on Foden to score. So I think selling Foden is a bad transfer. So that's it for this game week. Stay tuned. I'll be doing a game week 20 team selection video. So when that drops, please consider subscribing to the channel and like the video if you enjoyed it. And please hit the bell notification button when you subscribe, so that you get notification whenever I upload a video, because I will definitely do a video on my game week 20 selection. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.